Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well again. Thank you for, if you watched my video from yesterday, um, this one here. This is a follow-up to this because um, I found it absolutely mind-blowing that this story started popping up. Um, at least for me, I didn't know about this until after my video posted in the morning. Like right after I found out about this, but I believe this had happened yesterday, but or March 10th, because right now I'm still talking. It's still the 11th, but you're gonna probably see this on the 12th. So this event happened on the 10th, but that's when I started making this video, and I haven't made a video about wormwood in a long time, but I just started seeing all these signs that were pointing to the eclipse, the blood worm moon eclipse coming up on the 13th and the 14th, and as like in the left corner here, March 13th, 14th. So I started noticing that 13, 14. What else can I show you? Yeah, if you go to moon phases. Sorry, I meant eclipse. If you go to the eclipses, yeah, you'll see here 13, 14, and I started noticing that 13, 14 because I knew that this was gonna see, it's a worm moon, it's a blood worm moon, and wormwood equals, yeah, wormwood equals 13, 14. This is what we were talking about in the video yesterday, and yeah, I just thought it was crazy how. So the way this connects to Revelation 8:11, we can just read it again if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Revelation 8:11, the name of the star is called wormwood. Third part of the waters became wormwood. Many men died of the waters because they were made bitter, and the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. That's Fukushima. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. So this was a nuclear power plant that exploded, and chemicals. Just it led to the worst nuclear accident in history, and we're gonna be talking about, yeah, just like, chemical spills. Like, this was another event that happened. This was the Ohio train derailment, and this happened on February 3rd, 2023. And obviously a train accident that led to chemicals. Chemical spill led to a bunch of concerns you can see here, and that's what's going on with the situation here in the sea. This actually was, the Ohio train derailment was still relative with the waters, because you can see here, yeah, it was like getting in the water. But yeah, especially here, the chemicals, like way more, like the water aspect is way more relevant in this story here. And then you can see, like, this article: fiery collision in the North Sea has raised fears of an environmental disaster. So it's just, totally like pointing to this like similarity with Chernobyl and those other events. Fukushima nuclear disaster, another one. Yeah, how hazardous are the chemicals. And then this is really interesting. You can read here in the beginning of the timeline what exactly happened. The alarm was raised by the British Coast Guard at 9:48 a.m. So that is insane, because Chernobyl equals 9:48 in standard. So that's just crazy to me. And another thing I forgot to mention, so yeah, we talked about how, where's it at? Yeah, Wormwood is 1314 and the Eclipse is the 13th and the 14th. And that actually, the 1314 ended up being part of the story in this article here. 13 of the 14 sailors were rescued, and yeah, so I find it really interesting how this this popped up. At least like I didn't know about it until after my video posted in the morning, and then I saw this, and I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you just gotta be kidding me. Cause like I said, I could see if like I've been posting about Wormwood consistently, but this is the first like heavy Wormwood video I posted in a while, since probably like June. I think the last time was, where is it? Dang. I think this is the last time I talked about Wormwood. This was June, the beginning of June. And yeah, so I started making the video yesterday, when the same time that this all happened. So it's just super mind-blowing to me. And moving on, looking at, so going from this event here, this was my first synchronicity, like my first this was what opened my eyes up to everything. And I knew about Revelation 8:11. I knew about Wormwood through 7-1, his YouTube channel. I was studying his work in depth for months leading up to this event here, so I knew about the connection with Wormwood and Chernobyl. And it was unbelievable, because on this day I reached 1,377 followers on Instagram. Right, you can see here at the bottom, February 3rd, 2023, and I posted this, and I was anticipating it because I knew about this number a lot through 7-1's channel. We can just review it real quick. I talked about it yesterday. This is the ordinal value of Revelation 8:11. So this is the verse, and then the ordinal value is 1377. So I reached 1377 followers the day of the Ohio train derailment, the toxic materials spilling, and it's, so I had been talking to Casey about this relationship I have with like trains, and Casey Jones and 7-1 are the people that I credit my foundation, my like the way I decode and everything. I give them credit for it, because they were like the people I considered mentors when I was starting out, and they both are related to trains too. There's a famous train conductor named Casey Jones, and Grateful Dead, they made a song about it. 7 with his career too. He's talked about it before. I don't know if he wants me to dox him, but like the same day as, or this happened on the 10th, March 10th, and the day that, so March 11th, when my video came out, and then I found out about this event, this other event happened. This event right here, Pakistan separatists hijacked train, right? So there's this big train incident as well, on the 11th, the day after this, while I was preparing to make this Wormwood video, and it came out on the 11th when the train incident happened. Like, it was just, crazy stuff. And when you go from this event, which was, like I said, February 3rd, 2023, to the past 2 days with the 10th. So this is the Ohio train derailment, and then so the 10th with it was a span of 767 days, or the 11th is 767 days. So this is still connected to both days, and this number here is 767. When you convert it from base 10 to base 8, it's 1377. Can you believe that? The ordinal value of Revelation 8:11. Alright, so let's break that down one more time. But and blood moon also equals 767, which is what was really inspiring me to put all this stuff together, because of the blood worm moon eclipse and all that. So where are we? Blood moon equals 767, and then from the Ohio train derailment, Chernobyl 2.0, to all the stuff that happened the past 2 days, 767 days, and 767 in base 10 is 1377 in base 8. Like, it's so wild, man. I don't know. This world is crazy. To me, this is all God. I have more to share. So let's just move on. What was I gonna share next? Okay, so I thought this was really interesting, how they were emphasizing the areas of massive population of seabirds. Because I was actually thinking about birds, because this hit me today. So as a reminder, yesterday I talked about how this, Revelation 8:11 is the 30,839th verse of the whole Bible, and 30,839 is the 3,324th prime number, right? So look at the 33 and 24. So bird equals 33 and 24, and think about how the birds feed their babies worms, right? That's a stereotypical bird attribute. Like, this is not foreign to anyone. I know that this is like probably the first thing you would think about when you think of birds feeding their babies. So this is just like a really, well, first of all, I wanted to say I did get this from another channel. I wish I could remember what their name is. I would have given them credit. They're more low key, but they popped up on my community one time, and they posted about. They didn't talk about the Revelation 8:11 part, but they talked about the connection with the Father. Right. So Matthew 6:26. Look at the birds of the air. Your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not more value than they? And yeah, bird equals 33 and 24. So like, just think about how amazing that is, like 33, 24, the 30,839th verse of the Bible is Revelation 8:11, wormwood, and they give their babies worms, and yeah, and then it's talking about feeding too. Like this is like I don't know how this came to be, but I think this is just like amazing right here. And yeah, it just hit me because we were talking about the 3324 yesterday in terms of the eclipse. We can review that real quick. Yes, this is what I shared yesterday. This is the first day of the worm moon eclipse, and then this is lunation 1377. Let's find that. Right here, lunation 1377 is the first day, or it starts on April 18th, 2034. So lunation 1377, like how Revelation 8:11 equals 1377. So I found out that from the eclipse to lunation 1377 is 3324 days, and like we just talked about that the 3324th prime is 30,839, and Revelation 8:11 is the 30,839th verse of the whole Bible. So yeah, that's I thought that was so awesome. I had to share that. And now we're gonna look at this. Revelation 8:11 is the 7,694th verse of the New Testament, and when you see how this connects to what I was sharing yesterday with Michelle Trachtenberg and Wormwood and all that, like I didn't know about this until today, and I'm like, I thought I already had enough. I don't know how much more there could possibly be, like how many more connections to this, Wormwood and Chernobyl to, well, like I said yesterday, Cody is the one who made the connection to Michelle Trachtenberg's death and the Pi blood moon eclipse, and it's so spot on, like it's undeniable, the connection that he found. So the fact that what I shared yesterday, we'll review it, like how her death connects to Chernobyl and Wormwood, and how I just started seeing all these little hints about Wormwood with the eclipse coming up. It's just all like confirmation, for sure. But yeah, let's get back on track. So yeah, I mentioned that Michelle Trachtenberg was in the movie Euro Trip, and then there's this famous scene where they're drinking absinthe, which is wormwood, and the day of her death was exactly 466 months from the Chernobyl disaster. The 466 prime is 3313. So hopefully you saw the video yesterday. I won't review it right now, but I talk about how the 3313, I learned it from 7-1 and how it connects to Wormwood and Chernobyl. So yeah, she died exactly 466 months from the Chernobyl disaster, and then she died on 226. The second prime and the sixth prime is 3, 3, and 13, and she died 622 months and 9 days before 1377, like 6229, and 6229 is the 811th prime number. And then there's another thing I found, but so now we're gonna be looking at this movie that was like the catalyst for me to figure out all this stuff. Okay, so like I said, Euro Trip. I'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, so Euro Trip, it released on February 20th, 2004. So if you go from the release of this movie to the eclipse, the second day of the eclipse, the 14th, it is a span of 7694 days. Like Revelation 8:11 is the 7,694th verse of the New Testament. Like it, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna ramble. I'm not gonna tell anyone what to think. I'm not gonna try to influence anyone's opinions. Like, Let me get back to where I was. Yeah, it's amazing, dude. Like, I don't know. From Eurotrip, after all, like, I really recommend going to watch the video I posted yesterday, because, you know, that whole thing with her death and, Wormwood and Chernobyl is really, really insane. Like, just how many things connect to just the one day of her death. And, like, I just happen to remember that they drink absinthe. Well, I mean, that was the most memorable part to me. I just didn't know that this was going to be such a impactful, like, thing, you know. And I also shared, you know, we were talking about nuclear yesterday, like the nuclear disaster, and then there was a 255. Should I show it? Yeah. So okay, from Lunation 1377 to 3839. So like remember I turned this into this date, 3839. So from Lunation 1377 to 3839, Revelation 8:11, the 30,839th verse of the Bible, exactly 255 weeks. And I mentioned how nuke equals 255. But I found out today that absinthe also equals 255. Like, it's in Latin too. That's like not easy to come by. You know, it definitely means something. Like, and especially with, you know, that time duration and all that. You know, like, I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm not gonna be able to articulate my thoughts well. I never can, but let's just keep pushing, because there's a few more things I want to share, I think, or maybe not. Oh yeah, this was the last thing, and I feel so stupid for like not even bringing it up, because I meant to. And this was the last part of my video yesterday, talking about the Chernobyl disaster, how it equals 1691, and how I made the claim, and I really stand by it. I'm like almost 100% sure this is symbolic for the Masonic Royal Arch, because you see the pillars and the capstone in the middle is the 69. So 1691, 1691, and yeah, like I said, that I'm like 100% sure this is the pillars and the capstone. And I shared that on 3324, like all this, the like 30893 is the 3324th prime, and then I showed this today, how bird equals 33 and 24. All this with the worms and the father, like, you know, I can't get into the father stuff right now, but if you are familiar with my channel, you already know what's up with me and the father. But on 3324, I was exactly a span of 1691 weeks, right? Like, Chernobyl disaster, but like I totally meant to bring up that pi equals 69. So I've had this like I posted about this back in August. Like I made a video about pi and 69 in August, and that was like a huge aspect of me bringing this up, and I totally forgot to mention it. But yeah, I mean, it's extremely important, so I just wanted to add it back in here. Yeah, like I said, I'm like 100% sure that this is symbolic of this, the pillars and the 69 Royal Arch. And I think that's all. Yeah, okay, so that's it. but I wanted to. So I wanted to acknowledge uncanny deduction. Um, I'm gonna make a separate video addressing or just responding to you, because I'm gonna need more time, and it's gonna be more in depth, like deeper than the past two videos I've made. But what he's doing is like genius. He's really blowing my mind with like these past videos here. I'm gonna be addressing like the substance of everything and the I am. This is extremely important because it has to do with the eclipse coming up too, and pi, and but especially this here. Yeah, like he's definitely tapped into all this in a really divine way. It's yeah, like I'm gonna need like I said, just separate video, put more time in to figure out how I can like articulate this properly. But yeah, I just wanted to say to you directly, Uncanny, like I in some of the comments you're like expressing how the synchronicities are so strong that like you don't even want to talk about it, and like that's insane, because I totally relate to that. Like I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's crazy. But I'm just rambling now, so I'll end it there. But yeah, I'll try to have your response up tomorrow. And yeah, just everyone, thank you for again, if you haven't seen this, I would check this out. If anything that I said today was confusing, but yeah, thank you for the great feedback on the video yesterday. And yeah, I'm really blessed with the support I have and the engagement, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I still have there's a lot more stuff I want to share before the eclipse. So hopefully I can, but I mean I'll definitely, talk to you guys in maybe someone else's chat or something like that. If someone's gonna do a live stream, Cody might do one, or someone else. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. And again, thank you guys. Take care. Have a good night, or good morning, whatever time it is. And yeah, see ya.